welcome back. Today we're going to be using the 35XO palette, if you can see that, or 35XO, whichever you prefer, for $25. I got this at Ulta. Looks just like this. Today I'm going to be using more of the rose shades in this area here. You can do a nude look with these down here, but today I'm just feeling the rose. I'm going to go off my shirt color, which is kind of purpley rosy color. So anyways, it does look like this. This is what I got, what I came up with. So if you want to see how I got this look, then continue to just keep on watching. So just jumping right in, I'm going to pin my hair back, get it out of my face. I do have the base of my face already on. I did use my Estee Lauder Double Wear today. I used some Milani Silk Matte Bronzer, some Essence Blush in the color number 10. And I'm going to go in with this Morphe 35XO palette. This is what it looks like. It's totally beautiful. I'm in love already. And we're going to go in with this light matte shade. And we're just going to set this all over my lid. I already know that I do love Morphe eyeshadows. So putting that on both eyes. Going in with that light peach shade, and we're going to throw this in the crease with my Sigma fluffy brush. Just do that on both sides, both of the eyes, just throwing it in the crease. I never do precise when I'm doing in the crease. I literally just throw it in there. And this eyeshadow, well, really any Morphe eyeshadow, but talking about this specific palette, has little to no kickback, if any, and it's super pigmented. I'm barely tapping my brush in there. Like, I'm not even rubbing it in there. I'm like literally tapping it in there and then putting it in my crease. And I'm going to do this slowly just to build up that color. Never want to just throw color on your eye. You do want to build in layers. And as you can see, such a beautiful peachy pink color. Going in a little bit more on both eyes. And like I said, I'm barely just tapping it in to that eyeshadow. So that's how it looks so far. And I love this brush for this. It's just a fluffy blending brush. And like I said, I do it little by little, and I am building it up. So we're just going to hurry up and do our transition shade. And I love all these colors in this palette. It's so freaking beautiful. We're going to go on with this purple mauve shade. And with that same brush, we haven't switched brushes yet. So we're just going to go right over where we put that peachy pink shade. Just want to build up that color in layers. And this is a beautiful palette. I should have did swatches. I did do swatches when I first got it, and I just didn't record it, and it was so pretty, all these colors. You can literally do like a rose colored eye look like I'm doing today. Or you can do a pink eye look. It has a lot of neutrals in there if you just want to go like neutral. They have browns. Like, there's lots of different options with this palette here. And to be honest, when I was in Ulta, I was going to get that rose palette. It's a 9-pan palette for $12. And I was like, nah, I think there's 32 or 35 shades in this palette. It's $25. So for a lot more shades and so many beautiful shades, I did go with this palette. And I'm so happy I did not get that 9-pan palette. And then we're going to go in right here with this deeper purpley shade. And going to focus this right on the outer V. Like I said, I just build up. I never just throw color on my lid. It just looks better to me. Just my opinion, but I never just go in with a dark color. Unless I'm going to like do a dark black or brown smoky eye, I literally do not just go in with a dark color. I always use a transition shade. So just putting that in right here, making my outer V. Such a pretty rose color. And I did use a more flat tapered blending brush for this. This is not that fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M433. I do also love this for blending, but this one packs on more colors, so I do use this for the outer V portion. And then that same beautiful color that I just showed, and we're going to drag that under the lid on both eyes. And like I said, there's like literally little to no fallout, and I didn't really see any kickback. I just poked myself in the eye right there, but these shadows do not have like kickback or anything like that. And when you rub your finger in them, they're like buttery soft. Going in with that pretty peach shade again. And then we're going to go on the half portion of my eye and just blend that into what we just put on there on the outer portion. Going in, same thing with the other eye, just doing the inner portion and then blending it out to the outer portion just to blend it all together and make it seamless looking. And then taking that same peach shade and then just going over all that we did to make sure that there's no harsh edges, and going in with that lightest silvery shade. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this, which is a gorgeous color, by the way. And I had no fallout with this. So I'm just highlighting my brow bone. Going back in with that little tapered brush, the Morphe M433. And we're going to go in with that really deep purple shade. And right here, just wanted to get up close and personal just to show you where I place it. I literally make a V. So as you can see here, I'm creating a V and just blending it over into what we've already done. Same exact thing with the other eye. And this is what I love this brush for. It's very precise but fluffy at the same time. So the Sigma fluffy brush would not create this V. This is what I love this Morphe brush for. So just a little up close and personal there just to show you how I get that V. And then I do still blend. Make sure I got a sharp edge right there. We're going to go in with this beautiful dark color here. It's like a brown mauve shade. And just deepen that up a tiny bit. I barely tapped that brush in there. Like I barely like dusted the brush with that eyeshadow. Just to give it a little bit more dimension. I just felt like it needed a little bit more since we're going to be doing some sparkle. And then I am going to run that part on the lower lash line as well. But as you can see right there, it's so pretty, this color. This whole palette is pretty. Right here, we're just running that same dark color. I barely like tapped the brush in there, but ran it under the lash line as well. Going in with this e.l.f. Flirty Birdie. I do love this e.l.f. eyeshadow. I know I use it a lot in my videos lately, but I do have all the colors now. Flirty Birdie is probably my favorite one. But the applicator is so soft and like it bends to your eye. So I never have to use a brush. I do love this eyeshadow. It is $5 and it's so good. Like it will make your eyelids come to life. So going in with the only glittery shade in this whole palette, which is also so beautiful. And we're going to kind of tap that on the outer portion. Not where we created the V, but kind of where the e.l.f. eyeshadow ended and then the V like started. So just to make everything mesh together. And this glitter here was super sparkly. Don't know if you can see that, but now we're going to go in with some Tarte Big Eagle mascara. Just quickly going to apply a few coats of this. I do absolutely love this mascara. It has like vitamin B5 and other things in it. It's good for your lashes. And it makes them super long and soft. But I did go over it with my Thrive Cosmetics because Thrive Cosmetics for me just finishes everything off. It gives that extra length, that extra volume. So anything I put on and I put this on over it, to me it just like seals the deal. It's the best mascara I have ever used, and I'm still going to stick by that until I can find something better, and I haven't yet. So even though I do have lots of favorite mascaras, that one is my favorite. Gonna go back in with it. It's like a frosty silvery white shade, and I'm just going to highlight the inners of my eyes. When you highlight the inners of your eyes, it does make you look awake, make your eyes look more open. But right here is the finished makeup look, and I'm totally in love. So yes, this palette gets my holiday approval, and as always, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.